outdated law brought a prostitution case against a former UNM president to a screeching halt. Last year, a judge ruled that an online forum couldn't be considered a brothel. Now, one state lawmaker is looking to close that loophole. News 13's Alex Goldsmith is live in Santa Fe with the story.
Jessica, Republican Tim Lewis says it's time to bring New Mexico's prostitution laws into the 21st century.
It made me, angry, frustrated. I knew something needed to be done.
State Rep Tim Lewis says state law has a big, outdated loophole that allows online prostitution rings to flourish. His bill to close that loophole stems from a high-profile case.
This was not advertised on the internet. You had to hear about it through word of mouth through this community.
2 years ago, investigators uncovered a secretive cyber community, Southwest Companions, a not-for-profit website to help link up Johns and prostitutes. Police say former UNM President Chris Garcia was one of its leaders, helping to scout for the site under the username Birthday Pops.
Was a small group of roughly 7 members, and their job was to look for new talent, as they called it, for the website.
Garcia was arrested and charged with promoting prostitution, but months later the DA dropped the charges. When the DA tried to make the case to a grand jury, District Court Judge Stan Whitaker made a key ruling. Because a house of prostitution has to be a physical place, something spelled out in a law that hadn't been updated since the early 80s, Whitaker ruled a website could not be considered a brothel. The charges against Garcia were thrown out, and the future of the case is now in the hands of the state Supreme Court. Lewis's bill would clear up the issue for future cases by making the use of any website or forum to promote prostitution a felony.
This is, to me, it's a simple fix. It's a no-brainer. I think most people would agree. House prostitution includes, anything online as well.
While Lewis's bill would not affect Garcia's case, Garcia may not be off the hook. Tomorrow morning, the state Supreme Court is taking up the issue to determine whether a website can be considered a brothel under New Mexico law. Back to you.
Okay, Alex, Lewis has introduced 2 related bills cracking down on prostitution and human trafficking. One would increase penalties for Johns. Another would make it a first-degree felony for anyone trafficking a victim under 17.